Okay, we're going to take a look at this idea of the last or the final payment of a loan. Okay, so I've set up a situation here where we've got a loan of $35,000 at an interest rate of 7.1% compounding monthly. It's going to be paid off with monthly payments of $410 over 10 years. And we're asked to do two things. We're asked what will be the amount of the final payment and what will be the total interest paid. Okay, so this idea of the final payment or the last payment. All right, so let's take a look at our finance solver. So I'm going to leave blank for a minute. I'm going to fill in my interest rate, which is 7.1%. We've got a loan of $35,000. All right, that's a positive. Because the loan, the bank is giving us that money. We are repaying $410. We're repaying $410 every month. For the moment, I'm going to leave future value 0 because I'm going to have a look at the time. Okay, so future value 0. We want to pay off this loan completely. It's compounding monthly, so that's going to be 12 and 12. All right. Now I'm just going to go back up here and take a look at N. All right, so we're told in the question that we're going to pay it off monthly over 10 years. Okay, so every month for 10 years, which is 120 months. All right, now we've just shown on the finance solver that it's not going to take 120 full payments to get rid of this loan. It's going to take 119 full payments and a final payment. Okay, so it's not 120 full payments. All right, so we need to figure out what that final payment is. Okay, so we need to figure out what that final payment is. Now I'm going to take two different approaches to it. I'm going to do it kind of in an amortization kind of way where we actually show the interest, and then I'm going to do it a finance solver way. Okay, so let's have a look at what's happening in this loan. So after 119 payments, okay, after 119 payments, we still have $93 and 71. There's two less places. 71 cents left to pay off on this loan. Okay, so $93.71 left to pay off on this loan. Now, the last payment. Okay, so we've got the amount owing before we make the last payment. The bank is still going to charge interest on that. Okay, so let's do it that way first. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. All right. Okay, so that's the amount still owing. Now I haven't rounded it. Okay, so that's the amount still owing prior to the last payment. Okay, now the bank is going to charge you interest on that. Okay, so 1 plus. All right, so our interest rate was 7.1% compounded monthly. Okay, so the actual value of the last payment is $94.26. Okay, so that was the amount owing prior to the last payment. The bank is going to charge you interest. Okay, so that's the last payment. So we do not need a full last payment of $410 to get rid of this loan. The last payment only needs to be $94.26. All right, now I'm going to do that an alternate way on the CAS. All right, so 119 payments means you still have $93 to pay off on the loan. Okay, so the negative there. Let's have a look and see what happens if we make 120 full payments. Okay, so if we make 120 full payments of $410, turns out that we've overpaid. Okay, so it turns out that we've overpaid. Okay, so you see the way that changed from negative to positive. So we've overpaid the loan by $315.74. Okay, so we do not need the last payment to be $410. We need it to be less than that. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that one again. All right, so a normal a normal full payment is $410. Okay, and using the finance solver, we've just said that if we make 120 full payments, we've overpaid by this. Okay, which means that the last payment only needs to be $94.26. Okay, so the last payment only needs to be $94.26. Okay, so that's two different ways of calculating the last payment. All right, now we're also asked what will be the total interest paid. Okay, what will be the total interest paid? So we have 119 payments, okay, of $410. Okay, so we've got 119 full payments of $410. Okay, plus our last payment, which is $94.26. Okay, so $94.26. So that's the total amount. Okay, that's the total amount that you paid back to the bank. Now remember, the bank gave you a loan of $35,000, and you've just paid them back all this over the last 10 years. Okay, so when the question says calculate the total interest, or what will be the total interest, it's the difference between the principal and the total amount that you pay back. Okay. All right, so that's the total interest that's paid.